history is often written by those who sell the solutions, not by those who find them for free. In the 1920s, a French inventor named Justin Christofleau walked into a patent office with a discovery that should have rewritten the laws of agriculture. He wasn't looking for a new chemical formula. He was looking at the sky and the soil as two halves of a giant battery. By simply using copper and zinc antennas aligned with the Earth's magnetic poles, he produced harvests that defied belief. We're talking about vegetables of gargantuan size and plants that seemed completely invisible to pests, all without a single drop of industrial fertilizer. Christofleau understood a fundamental truth. Plants don't just eat chemicals, they thrive on atmospheric electricity. So why is his name missing from modern textbooks? Because there is no business model in a copper wire that lasts 40 years. There is, however, infinite profit in a system that forces a farmer to return to the store every single spring to buy bags of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This knowledge wasn't proven wrong. It was simply buried to keep you dependent. To understand why this works, we have to stop viewing the soil as a dead bank account where you must deposit chemicals to withdraw a tomato. Nature doesn't work that way. Think of a virgin forest. No one fertilizes the redwoods or balances the pH of the Amazon, yet they produce more life per square inch than any commercial farm. They stay connected to a massive energy circuit. The Earth is a giant negative terminal. The ionosphere above us is a massive positive terminal. Every tree, every blade of grass is a biological wire connecting these two poles. When we use plastic weed barriers or sterile raised beds, we cut that cord. We are trying to run a powerful engine with the spark plug wires disconnected. Electroculture isn't about shocking your garden. It's about restoring the flow. When you provide a low-resistance path for atmospheric energy to reach the roots, you wake up the soil's biology. You don't need to force-feed the plant. You just need to stimulate its appetite. Suddenly, nutrients that were locked in the soil become accessible. The physics does the work that the chemicals used to mimic. The best part? You can build this today with what's in your garage. All you need is a wooden stake, untreated wood to act as a neutral spine, and some pure copper wire. By wrapping that wire in a spiral, like a vine climbing towards the sun, you create a vortex that channels the energy of the sky directly into the root zone. Once you drive that stake into the ground, be patient. Nature doesn't follow a marketing department schedule. In the first few weeks, you won't see giant leaves. You'll see deep, waxy greens, the sign of a plant becoming a powerhouse of chlorophyll. You'll notice stems that feel like wood instead of water. And when the heat of summer hits, while your neighbor's garden wilts under the sun, yours will stand tall because you've grown a plant that is vibrating with high voltage health. This is the invisible yield, nutrient density you can actually taste. You aren't just growing food anymore, you are planting the future of autonomy.